Welcome to the LWN Live with Nature Foundation's live streaming network. It is Health and Wellness Wednesday, and tonight is Ask Dr. Jenny, and we are going to be talking about a healthy mind is priceless. And I just want to start by saying thank you to everybody. This is the premiere episode this evening, and there might be a glitch because I don't have Dr. Jenny in the studio yet, and hopefully she will be along here very shortly. But I just want to say thank you for joining us. We're going to be discussing gut health, and we're going to be discussing how gut health and boosting your immune system directly relates to a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Our soul. And if we're in good health, particularly in our gut, apparently it has a lot to do with how we feel and how we think. And I've been learning this. And so with Dr. Jenny hopefully showing up here soon, we'll be able to learn more from a doctor's perspective. Dr. Jenny owns a local pharmacy and wellness center right here in Sarasota, Florida, right down on Main Street. And she actually is been voted the top naturopath of 2019. And she was voted that by the International Association of Top Professionals. And that's with respect to stem cell as well as cannabinoid therapy. And she has been doing this for many, many years. Very, very brilliant person. Actually, doctors bring her in to educate them about health and wellness and utilizing alternative medicine versus the traditional type of medicine, the pharmacology and the pharmacy, drugs type thing. And it makes for a better, healthier, less toxic environment, and we're treating ourselves as well as our bodies better. I just want to again thank you to join us this evening. Now, if you would please share this video out. We want your friends. We want you to share this to the groups that you belong to. And to be honest, I'm not sure if she's going to make it. I know that she has a lot going on, and if she doesn't, what we'll do is we'll just reschedule. I want to tell you that we are now streaming on Roku as well as Apple TV, Android TV, and Fire, and as well several Facebook pages and YouTube. And it's a really awesome experience for me. I'm glad that I'm able to reach out and share the message of health and hope. I'll just tell you a little bit about the Live with Nature Foundation. We are a nonprofit registered here in the state of Florida. Our whole goal is to be a platform for positive transformational change. And we have big, big plans. And one of the first things that we're planning to do here very shortly is to have a referral center where we can help people, particularly the homeless, as well as people that might be addicted to drugs or alcohol. People that have mental health issues, people that might need some housing, jobs. And so we're going to help them get to the resources that they need to have to be able to improve their life. And this all evolves from my experience as, a person that ended up homeless because of my choices. It was a difficult thing. This is about 11 years ago. Bottom line is that, yeah, I made some poor choices. I don't make those same choices anymore. And I've gotten myself into a healthy routine that's very strict, and I stick to it. The whole point for me is to surround myself with positive people. I've had to deal with the painful situations and choices that I had made and work on retraining my thinking. And through cognitive behavioral therapy, affirmation statements and meditation, and doing these live videos, I've evolved to the point where I'm here sharing my story, letting you know that there is hope when things seem at their worst. And all I can do is tell you, I had to make a decision about how I wanted to live my life. I was homeless. I had lost everything because of the choices, and the specific choice is this: I was drinking and driving, and I ended up having an accident and went to jail. And as a result of that, lost everything that I had, and consequently ended up homeless. Never figured that that would happen, not for a moment. But the point is, I had to adopt a healthy routine. I had to start eating better, surrounding myself with the people that I wanted to be like, and then work really hard to achieve these dreams and goals that I have for my life. And it evolved into doing the videos. Um, we have themed videos, by the way, every Monday from now on the E360 live streaming network. You can download that app for your Fire TV, for your Roku, for Apple or Android TV, and you can watch this on TV at 7 p.m. in the evenings on Monday. We're doing the town hall. That's where we introduce people that have been making a positive impact in society and in their communities. And so I like to share those stories. And then in the mornings of Monday, 7 a.m., we're going to be broadcasting a Sunrise Daybreakers, because I get up every morning, get up pretty early. What I do is on Mondays, I do a guided meditation. And on Tuesdays, I do an empowerment discussion. It's also about the opportunity, of course, to connect to nature, which is so important. That's the grounding factor that I have, which helps me to feel better. It grounds me. There's a lot of peace and serenity. It gives me the opportunity to look at within myself, think about what's going on in my life, and come up with some answers, as well as just admire uh, the scenery. You know, I live here in Florida. We're in Sarasota, by the way, coming to you live, and so as a result, on Wednesdays, we do health and wellness. That's what this is. This is Health and Wellness Wednesday. And normally we would have Dr. Jenny here. It looks like she is unable to make it. I'm not certain what's going on there. So we will be back with Dr. Jenny, hopefully, if everything goes well, next Wednesday at 7 p.m. the same time. And I just want to acknowledge um, some of the live viewers. I really appreciate everybody that takes time to come and join this. I see that Rachel Johnson is with us. Rachel, thank you for joining us. Rachel's involved with the foundation. She helps support us. She's done a lot of work for us in the past with respect to like some administrative tasks, as well as being the admin for our Facebook group, because that's where this evolved from, was Facebook. For about 2.5 years, I've been doing these videos, which evolved to where I am here today, sharing with you. Um, and I know I'm kind of off the topic. A healthy mind is priceless, but I'll get back to that in just a moment. But I want to acknowledge Rachel for all the help that she's done. We have a group, Life Begins When You Start Living, hashtag inspire people who hashtag inspire others. Great support group. Send us a member request. We'd love to have you as a part of that. It's all about right now, these days, helping each other. Certainly health and wellness is at the top of the list of the things that we need to concern ourselves with. If you're not healthy, you might come down with disease, and you might come down with this COVID. And a lot of people are experiencing that. Now, I'm not going to go into the politics. We hear a lot of stuff. What I would recommend for a healthy mind is be careful about the input that you're putting into your mind. Personally, I've had to just pretty much cut out the news. It's so negative. There's a lot of things going on. I see a lot of division. And I'll tell you, what happens is that if we're sad or we're angry, or we are experiencing a depression, this affects us from a molecular standpoint. And then the next thing you know, it's no wonder we feel bad. We don't want to get up. We'd rather just stick our heads in the ground. And I'm talking from the standpoint of, I used to do this stuff. And only by the grace of God now do I not do that. And that is because of this healthy routine. But what I found is that a lot of the things that I thought in the past weren't necessarily true. And if I looked at those things from exactly 180 degrees from where I was, then boy, it seemed to maybe somehow make sense. And so I had to go through a process of cognitive behavioral therapy and retrain my thinking. I had to forgive myself. I had to release the past and then not be attached to it. I had to then start loving myself because for so many years, I wouldn't even look in the mirror. So, what I did as a result was to cope with those feelings of self worthlessness, depression, um, self pity, to be honest, of myself. Then I had to stop feeling sorry for myself. And so when I stopped feeling sorry for myself, I started loving myself. I could actually look in the mirror because I realized that I hadn't been looking in that mirror. And because I hadn't been looking at that mirror, it's probably because I just didn't want to see myself. And so the only way that I knew at that time, it seemed like, well, have a drink. I prefer this now, right? It's water with minerals in it, by the way. And that's another way to have healthy mind because I add the minerals back into this water that's been filtered out of it. Um, so it was all about the thinking. That's where I've come to. If you have good positive thoughts, you surround yourself with positive people, you listen to positive information, things that are going to help you grow and learn, then your life starts to change. And the key to my success with being happier and not hating myself was simply because I do it every day. That's what I do every day. I have a routine. I wake up. I say a prayer of gratitude. And when you do this, you want a healthy mind, start with gratitude. And if you don't know how to start with that, just get a piece of paper and start writing down the things that you have that you are grateful for. See, I always start with my life because, I almost killed myself many times. And then I had to come to realization where I said, oh, well, I never really tried suicide, but I was. I had to be honest with myself. And what was the honest truth was I was drinking and drugging myself to death, poisoning my body with that alcohol because I would drink too much more often than not. And so when I stopped doing those things, started eating healthier, started taking probiotics, and by the way, that's how you're going to get your gut health better, is with the probiotic. It helps to balance the enzymes in your stomach so that you can then not have a lot of problems. As a matter of fact, no more. I used to suffer from indigestion. I don't suffer from indigestion anymore. I'm thinking clearer. I deal with pain as well. So I utilize the CBD. So that helps me. It helps to calm me. It helps to release pain. So that's part of what I do for a healthy routine. And then as after I've been listening to this positive information, I do these videos. And now I'm doing it on the Roku. And it's a dream come true for me. And the bottom line is that I am who I am because of us. I've connected to community. That's what this whole thing is about, is connection to nature, connection to source, and connection to community. And what I recognized is that I was built to serve. Okay. I have a higher power. My higher power I call God. Now, if you don't believe in my God, that's okay. I don't discriminate. I also believe in Jesus Christ, that he saved me from my sins. And I want to explain to you that by doing that, it gave me full right to forgive myself as well. If I was forgiven for all the stuff because of Jesus, then why shouldn't I forgive myself and start getting better, getting healthy, and then honoring him in everything that I do and acting as a student? As a student, it is supposed to. I see Trisha Abbott here. Thought this was Dr. Jenny and moon boosting. How can I advertise to a show live stream and not have the guest? Well, because the guest isn't here, and that's why. So the bottom line is, I know what they're doing anyways. It doesn't matter, because the fact of the matter is that She's not here. And so I'm sharing my story. And that's okay, because you are just getting to know me. And those that haven't seen me before, the fact of the matter is, I am talking because apparently Trisha's not listening about how I do my life to have healthy mind and it is priceless. Okay, I told you I use the probiotics. I drink a lot of water. I get a lot of sleep. I surround myself with positive people. I cut out the negative people. Right? That's what needs to be done. So I don't have my guest here this evening. Dr. Jenny's not with us. That's okay. Something's come up. These things happen. That's live TV. But you know what? I will bring her back. If she's able to come back, we'll have her. If she's not, okay, we move forward. It's all good. The bottom line is that I have a message. My message is to right now consider your health the most important thing. I know some of you might say, how can I be healthy? How can I be happy? How can I be good with everything that's going on around me? And I'll tell you how. It is a choice and it is a routine. And that's what we teach here. Okay. Um, I appreciate Rachel's support here. I know that Trisha Abbott does not support me. Okay. So that's okay. There's always going to be somebody out there that doesn't like what you're doing, doesn't believe in you, and might say things that they think is their perception, but they're entitled to it. That's okay. It's all good. So, Wednesdays is health and wellness. It is with Dr. Jenny. Clearly, something has happened that she's not to be able to be with us this evening. We have talked about this boosting your immune system, and you can boost your immune system in a lot of different ways. The things that I've done with Dr. Jenny, as a matter of fact, because she has a health and wellness center right down here in Main Street, is to get high dosage vitamin C with glutathione. Glutathione is the best antioxidant that there is. Oranges are very good, a lot of vitamin C. So I get high dosage vitamin C, utilize probiotics. These are going to boost your immune system. You can also use zinc. Zinc is very good for you as well. And so by having a healthy diet as well, getting enough rest and not running yourself down, you're going to improve your health. You need to get exercise as well. That's a good part of it too. You can get healthy, you can get happy, and you can enjoy your life. And that's what I want for you. I want to share with you the fact that I lost everything, but that's okay. I made a lot of poor choices. That's okay. I am trying to get myself healthy every single day by doing the things that I just outlined to you. And I want that for you. I believe that I am here to serve you. That's my job. That's my job. And if you believe in God and you believe in Jesus, then you know that that's the truth. He tells us that. I read um, The Purpose Driven Life, I think a year and a half ago. Well, that's pretty clear about the things that we need to do to be able to move forward and do God's work. And that's what I'm doing here, is to do God's work. And there's rough spots. I'm going through one. It's okay. It's difficult. Things happen, but that's all right. This is the deal. You want a healthy mind? Keep on pushing on. You might say, how can I have a healthy mind if I keep on doing this because it's dragging me down, it's beating me up? This is what I would say. If you give up right now, you will never win. You will never achieve it. The most painful experiences of my life were there for me to experience, to draw strength from. I just didn't know that for a very long time. I had no idea. And I wasn't coping with life. I was under the influence of alcohol and drugs. And when you're there, you think everything is good, everything is okay. But in fact, I know that it's not. So it's about getting honest with yourself. It's about treating yourself healthy. And it all really, in my book, starts with loving yourself. But you have to take all these steps. There's a whole bunch of steps, and that's what I try and teach about is what I did. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm a person. I've been through recovery. I've been through cognitive behavioral therapy to become a better person. So that's what I want for you. We do these broadcasts. Like I said, Facebook is what I'm doing right now on the morning broadcast, Sunrise. We'll be bringing that to you 7 a.m. Mondays on this E360. Just want to, for a second here, I'm going to pop this up. You can go load that up. You can go to that E360 app and download that for your Roku or your Fire or your Apple TV. And then you can start watching this on TV. And, this is the premiere of the Ask Dr. Jenny show, and it didn't go the way that I expected. But you know what? That's all good. It's all okay. Everything happens for a reason. It does. I appreciate everybody that took time to come and join me. I'm going to kind of cut this short. I gave my idea about boosting your immune system. It's all good. And I wish you well. I want you to come back and join me. If you want to catch me on Facebook, it's about 6:10 a.m. If you want to come back and watch us next Wednesday, hopefully she'll be here. If she's not, we'll figure that one out as we move forward. And then, of course, come back Monday night because we have the Laughing Yogi, Ramesh. And it's all about laughter therapy. So if you want a healthy mind, it can be laughter. Laughter creates an immediate change within our chemical makeup and releases those neurotransmitters that I'm not sure which one it is because I'm not the doctor, but I think it's dopamine or the serotonin, and it stimulates the pleasure center and you feel good. And actually just putting a smile on your face can make you feel better. Doing meditation, doing and repeating I am statements, affirmations. Surround yourself with the people you want to be like. I know I've said it multiple times because what I've had to do is I've had to get rid of the people that were no good for me, that weren't really there for me. And sometimes people will say, I'm there for you, but then when you really need them, they're not. And that's okay too. It teaches us a lesson. But the lesson is to no matter what anybody has ever done to you, to have a healthy mind, because that's the name of this show tonight. A healthy mind is priceless. And we were talking about boosting immune, taking care of your mental health, which is mind, body, and soul. It's all there in the description. You can do it. I know. I trust in you. And I appreciate everybody that takes time to come and watch this. I wish I had Dr. Jenny tonight. I do not. That's understandable for whatever reason it is. I accept that. I was talking really about, sometimes you have to get rid of some people in your life so that you can go forward. Don't hang around the people that are putting you down, trying to tell you that you're no good, trying to tell you that you're something that you're not. Because you know what? We all have seeds of greatness within us. You have seeds of greatness within you. You just have to nurture those seeds, and that takes putting them in good, fertile soil. Start with that. It's the analogy here, right? Put them in good, fertile soil. Water them. Nurture them. Talk to them. Tell them that you love them. I love plants. I love nature, right? That's the thing. So nurture them. Now, if there's dead branches on that plant, cut those dead branches off. Because when you do that, it flourishes. It helps it to grow. That's what happens when you trim away the bad. It's replaced by brand new growth. And then you become bigger and better as you release all this self-limiting thinking, as you release all the negativity, as you release the negative people. Peace and serenity and joy and happiness and that long suffering that we had to go through to get to these points, to bear that fruit of the Spirit that God has promised us, is a very difficult path. I said, don't quit. Because if you quit, you might quit literally within moments of having manifested exactly what you wanted in your life. And I have quit a lot of times, but you know what? Quitting is okay. You could quit for a second, but by gosh, get back up. Don't go there long. And that's the beauty of my life anymore. I don't spend decades focusing my attention on the past and making myself sick, literally sick. So to boost your immune system, you need positivity. Hello? You need positive people. You need a positive routine. And you need to follow me, maybe as a guide. It worked for me. Adapt it to what works best for you, and you'll be amazed. But you have to be consistent. And when you fall down and you fail, it's okay. That happens. I understand. I've done it how many over 1,000 times. Get back up. Keep on going. Use it as strength. Look for the good where the bad seem to be. Because there is good in everything. And yes, where there's good, there can be bad. It's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of thinking. Nurture those seeds of greatness. Become the person that you are. The greatest. I appreciate you. We are the greatest people that could ever be. And if anybody needs us to be thinking clearly and be healthy, our communities need it right now. This pandemic has, as far as I'm concerned, brought people together. Not it's also broken people apart. See, there's the good and the bad. Okay? You have a choice. It's always a choice. And you can either take action or you can be complacent. And by the way, that was my worst thing I ever did, was be complacent. Second I got complacent, comfortable, I took away the control that I had given to God to guide me and took it into my own hands and on my own will. I normally make a mess of it. So I had to stop doing that. I had to trust with faith and belief that God would provide the answers. Did it mean that it would be easy? No, it's not easy. But I'm going to do my very best always to bring quality content, quality guests, people like the Laughing Yogi. I've had many, many great, fantastic guests. I'm so blessed. I'm blessed that you're here. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for watching us. I really do. And it's interactive to me. This was an interactive. I'm going to go to Rachel because I love Rachel. I love Rachel dearly. She's done a lot for us. And I appreciate that. And she says, I think everyone does that. And I'm reaching out to you, Stephen Smith, soon for motivation. You know, she had to go through a tough spot because there's so many people out there that are doing things that aren't very cool. Okay, so now there are. And so there's, I'll call him a hacker. There's people just creating. I know that this really isn't about health and wellness, but it is. It's about mental health. Let's keep on a good mental health because that boosts the immune system. I don't care. Let's just get real basic about it, right? Yeah, people try and rock your boat, particularly when you do good things. They'll try it. There's going to be somebody that's going to try and rock the boat. That happens. More power to them. I pray for them. Best to you. Abundance to them. It's okay. Because you know what? Good is more powerful than evil and bad. It's not easy to keep it up because we want to fall back to our old ways. And this is where the consistency comes in. If you're consistent about a healthy routine, day in, day out, it becomes normal then. And even though those old tapes might come up and say, I can't do it, I just can't do it. Yes, you can do it. Don't tell yourself no. We are what we think. Tell yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I will. And then in God's timing, not ours, it will happen. It will happen. I don't know all the answers. All I do is what I'm doing. I think I've got a great future here. I appreciate you. I want you to share this with your friends. I want you to share it with the groups that you belong to. I want you to tell your friends, join us. I want you to watch it on TV. I want you to watch it on Facebook every morning, about 6:10 a.m. You want to join us on Facebook for the Sunrise Daybreakers Tribe and become a part of a great group of people that are just doing nothing but trying to support each other and be kind to each other, help each other through tough times. Join us. Join us for that. I would love for you to be there. And I think I need to clarify what I'm doing is not for financial or personal gain. It absolutely 100% is not about me getting something or fame or followers or views. It's not, because it's my turn to give back. That's why. It's my turn to give back because I was a person that had to receive a jacket when it was cold, food from the food bank, a kind person to bring me some food when I was hungry, mental health help because I was so distraught and depressed. Now it's my turn to try and help those people, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And nobody is going to stop me. Nobody. The haters will come out because when you're doing good stuff, that's what they do. They're showing their color. But we can overcome that, and that's why we need each other. That's where the community part comes in. It really is. It really is. So I see that Yvonne, surround yourself. Yeah, thank you, Yvonne. Surround yourself, like I said, with positive people, positive thoughts. That boosts your immune system, I promise you. Thinking, it's been proven now. Science is just advancing uh, in leaps and bounds. Way different than when I was younger. So the point is that I don't know if you've heard of Bruce, what's his name? Lipton, Dr. Bruce Lipton, epigenetics. They've proven that what we think and what we take in genetically affects our cellular makeup. If you take in negative all the time and you think negative and you think lowly of yourself, it changes your gene makeup. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's like, wow, I didn't even know that would be possible, right? But it is. And so, when you got all this negativity coming at you, it's like, no wonder you're negative. So what do? Change my thinking. I don't dwell there. I think I said that earlier. I don't dwell for decades holding resentments, anger, blaming others for my problems. I had to take accountability and then forgive myself so that I could love myself. That changed my molecular structure in my genes. That's why I can be happy most days. And it's not that almost every day I'm happy and I get things that come at me that try and rock the boat. But you know what? If I just only spend this tiny bit of time, it's better than off the screen. Yeah, correct time. That's a success, right? One step forward. And I try and avoid the 3 steps backwards anymore. That's what I try and do. So it's brought me to a point where I was able to meet people like Dr. Jenny to help me get my health and wellness together. I know she's got something urgent that probably came up. She would be here if she could. I know she would. Lots of things going on in lots of people's lives. Let's just pray for God to have his way and bring us together in peace, understanding, and the biggest key for me was called acceptance, especially with the depression, especially with the grieving. The last stage in the grieving process is acceptance. When I find a person, place, thing, or situation unacceptable to me, I have to recognize that it's not that person, place, thing, situation, but it is me. It's about accountability to ourselves. So when we have accountability up above, I'm trying to be accountable to him. And when I'm good to myself and I'm healthy in mind, body, and spirit, I don't get dragged down and end up in the ditch drunk anymore. And that's a beautiful thing. What I do is try and help other people. And that's, it's even hard to just say. It's just, it's like, it's the thing that I want to do. So I'm doing it as best I can. And I can make mistakes. But I get back up and keep moving. I want you to keep on moving. I want you to recognize that there is hope. There is light in any dark place. Even at night, right? There's stars in the sky. There's a little light, right? There is. See, Carol's with us as well. Thank you, Carol, for joining us. She's thankful for positive people in her life. It's the year of love. There's a huge awakening taking place right now. And you can either end up on one side of that awakening or the other side of that awakening. Because remember, equal opposites. There's good, there's bad, there's good. It's all together. It's all one. Yeah, love. That's what we need. Love conquers everything. What I've had to learn as well is to not be attached to any outcomes. Spent a whole lot of time talking to a very, very close friend of mine. I've known him for, what is the years? I don't know. 45, 44, 45 years. Thinking back, and I'm going to share this, thinking back so that I can explain about attachment to outcomes. Because we're talking about happiness here, which is creating healthy mind, body, spirit. We already talked, if you didn't catch it, probiotics, you need that, zinc, vitamin C, all that good stuff. Social distance, don't be around somebody that's sick, wear a mask and stuff like that, right? So many years ago, so we're sitting there talking with him, and we're talking about expectations. We all have expectations, but it seems like what I had to learn there is that, being attached to the expectation of, let's say, somebody else, when they let you down, it drags you to the bottom, if you let it. So I was getting dragged down at that time of my life because of the expectations of others, and then they let me down. And what I had to learn was this: don't be attached to the outcome. So have expectations. I'm not saying don't. We want people to achieve a certain level. There's got to be a baseline involved here of minimum acceptable behavior or performance. But when they don't meet that, you don't need to lose yourself and get angry and upset over it, because you know what? It is exactly the way that it is. That's where this part that I just mentioned earlier about acceptance pops in. So when you accept the fact that it is what it is, okay, yeah, that sucked. Now what? Now do the next best thing to try and change it, right? Start figuring out, what do I need to do next now? Okay? Train that person. That's what I'm going to say. Work with that person. Try and help them and lift them up to do a better job if they weren't doing it the way that you expected. Give them everything you can give them. And some people might not be capable because everybody's got different levels and talents. And sometimes we don't know what our talents are. That's where taking chances and taking risks come in, because if you do something new, you have an opportunity to maybe learn something that might make the biggest difference in your entire life if you just try it. So I had to learn way, way back about these expectations with this friend. And that's what we were talking about last night, about the expectations. It's a difficult thing. It's not easy to do life. It's not easy to do business. It takes a ton of work. But if you're willing to put in the work and put in the time and then do as I've mentioned, put all the things together, the healthy diet, the boosting of the immune with the probiotics and the C and the glutathione and the supplements that can help you get healthy. And when your get's healthy, your mind's going to be healthier. They've proven it. Putting this positive information into your system is going to change your genetic makeup, and it's going to create happiness. Taking deep breaths through your nose, just like that. I'm telling you, you do that 2 or 3 times. I should have done that before I started the show. I did. So, yeah, that puts oxygen into your blood. You immediately feel calm. Laughter. We're talking laughter next Monday, okay? Next Monday at 7 p.m. We're talking laughter with Yogi Ramesh Pandey. Can't wait to have him. He is the laughter doctor to the stars and to so many people. Can't wait to have him on. Very excited about that. Really looking forward to having Dr. Jenny come on. Want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Carol. Okay. Thank you, Carol, for your friendship. I appreciate you. Randy Smith, we appreciate you. Rachel, I love you very much too. Care very deeply for Rachel, and she's got a lot of things she's been working on, and I just try and help her. And remember, if you want to be a member of this group, this is the supportive group that we've got going, that I started about, I think, a year ago. Okay, and it's called Life Begins When You Start Living. Really living, actually. Hashtag inspire people who inspire, hashtag inspire others. Send us a member request if you want to be. Just reach out, tell us that you want to be a part of it. We'll get you in, okay? It's all about positivity, no negativity, period. Love, all about love, yes, okay? Thank you, thank you. I'm grateful to everybody that comes. Yvonne, again, telling us one of the key factors to surround yourself with positive people, positive thoughts. Really appreciate Yvonne. Thank you for joining everybody, whether I saw you on Facebook or whether I didn't. I want you to know how much I really care about you. I care about the fact that you took time to listen to me. I hope that even under the circumstances of Dr. Jenny not being here, that I shared some of my experience and my wisdom with you. I'm just going to try and always do the best that I can. And I want you to know that I'm here for you. Okay. If I can help you, and that's what we've been working on. I told you we're going to open up this referral center. Been working for a couple of years now, building up all of the relationships and the resources to be able to say, okay, all right, you need recovery. All right, go here. And as we grow, we'll be able to do this in your hometown too. I'm certain of it. Bottom line is, we got to start here. We got to do it in Sarasota. Learning curve involved of doing this thing. It's called paying it forward. That's what I'm doing, with no personal expectation of gain. Period. Everything I do, I'm paying for. That's the bottom line. So anyways, thank you for joining. Join us again next Monday morning. Please do that on the Roku, the Fire, the Android, and Apple TV, on the E360 app. Okay. Um, Monday, 7 a.m. Monday evening, 7 p.m. Let's meet Yogi Ramesh. And then Wednesday at 7 p.m., let's meet Dr. Jenny. Okay. Love for you to do that. And in the mornings, if you got nothing else to do, or go back and watch the replay, whatever works for you. We do sunrise every morning here, Monday through Friday. Connection to nature, connection to source, and connection to you, the community. I want to thank you. I want to say God bless you all. Appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow morning. It is Thankful Thursday. And we're going to be talking about gratitude. That's when you start thinking about gratitude, that immediately makes you start feeling happier and better. Might be hard, but we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the things that I've done to get happier and to recognize that even the little tiny things count. Yeah, like the shirt, or like the necklace, or my dollar glasses. Yeah, I said that. I don't care. My dollar glasses so I can see. I'm grateful for them. Doesn't matter. Let's be grateful. Let's do a random act of kindness. Have a blessed evening. I am Stephen Smith, and I'm signing off from Sarasota, Florida. We'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.